Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. For the first, let me introduce myself. I'm Devi Elistia from Group 11, and now I will explain about definition of phonological rules and type of phonological rules. Okay, phonological rules is a formal way of expressing a systematic phonological or morphological process or diachronic sound chain in language. Phonological rules are commonly used in generative phonology as a notation to capture sound-related operation and compression the human brain performs when processing or comprehending spoken language. They may use phonetic notation or distinctive feature or word. Types of phonological rules. The first, metasis. The transposition of sound or letter in a word or auxiliary of word or syllables, the result of such a transposition. The most commonly cited example of metasis in an English word is the pronunciation of as for as. The Old English verb Asian is usually mentioned to show that as was a later development. In fact, like modern English, Old English had more than one dialect. Two versions of the verb for to ask, action and action were in use at the same time in different dialects. Northern Asians happened to be the one that prevailed in the dialect we call modern standard English. We still say tree and trace, but the OE original from third morphem into third, our word foliage was altered by metasis from an early from that put the E before the E, foliage. The word changed back and forth more than once, coming as it did from the Latin word for leaf, folium. From the same source, all French foile become modern French feuille. The standard pronunciation of foliage is foliage. Although many speakers alter it by dropping on the of the syllables, pronouncing it foliage. The word for omitting a syllables is syncope. Syncope. The second, co-articulation in its general sense refers to a situation in which a conceptual isolated speech sound is influenced by and become more like a preceding or following speech sound. There are two types of co-articulation. The first, anticipatory co-articulation. When a feature or characteristic of a speech sound is anticipated during the production of a preceding speech or sound. And the third, carryover or perseverative co-articulation. When the effect of a sound are seen during the production of sound as that follow. Many models have been developed to account for co-articulation. They include the look-ahead articulatory syllables, time look, window, coproduction, and articulatory phonology models. Co-articulation in phonetics refers to two different phenomena: the assimilation of the place of articulation of one speech sound to that of an adjacent speech sound. For example, while the sound N of English normally has an ovular place of articulation, in the word thin, it is pronounced with a dental place of articulation because the following sounds th is dental. The production of a co-articulate consonant that is a consonant with two simultaneous places of articulation. An example of such a sound is the voiceless labial velar plosive cup found in many West African languages. The term co-articulation may also refer to the transition from one articulatory gesture to another. Okay, I think that's all for me. Then the next material will be explained by my friend. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Rozalinda from Group 11. Now, I will continue to explain from my friends about type of phonological rules. Assimilation. Assimilation is sound change where some phonetics, typically consonants or vowels, change to be more similar to other nearby sounds. It is a common type of phonological process across language. Assimilation can occur either within a word or between words. It occurs in normal speech and it becomes more common in more rapid speech. In some cases, assimilation causes sounds spoken to differ from the normal, correct pronunciation of each sound in isolation. In other cases, the changed sound is considered canonical for the word or phrase. For an English example, handbag, canonically handbag is often pronounced handbag in rapid speech. This is because the M and B sounds are both bilabial consonants and their place of articulation are similar, whereas the sequence D, B has different place but similar manner of articulation voice stop and is sometimes elided, causing the canonical and phonemes to sometimes assimilate to M, B for the D. The pronunciation handbag or hand the bag are, however, common in normal speech. By contrast, the word cupboard, historically a compound of cup and board, is always pronounced cupboard and never cupboard, even in slow, highly articulate speech. As in the example, sound segments typically assimilate to a following sounds, but they may also assimilate to a preceding one, while assimilation most commonly occurs between immediately adjacent sounds. It may occur between sounds separated by others. Segment insertion and deletion rules. The process of inserting a consonants or vowels is called eventhesis. The example of eventhesis inserts a before the plural morphemes z. When a regular noun ends in a sibilant, giving as, insert a before the past tense morpheme when a regular verb and in a non-nasal alveolar stop, giving at. We often delete the untraced vowels that are shown in bold type in words like the following: mystery generally, memory funeral, figures Barbara, dashboard in item discrimination index.
Hello everyone, my name is Dedy Anggara. I'm from 11 group, and I want to thank with my partner that explained before. Yeah, thanks for Rozalinda, and thanks for Devi. Yeah, and next I will explain about dissimulation. What is dissimulation? Dissimulation, uh, I think everyone here I, heard about R sound. Yeah, R sound. I think everyone here ever heard about R sound that drop out in the word. Yeah. So dissimulation. What is dissimulation? Okay, dissimulation. This is definition. Yeah. This definition of dissimulation. Dissimulation is a rule where too close or accent sounds becomes less like with respect to some property. Dissimulation is phenomenon whereby similar consonant or vowels in words become less similar. For example, drop out of R sounds. Yeah, governor, for governor. Okay, this one, there are dropouts in the word, in the dropout vowels in the word is R, yeah, but this does not affect pronunciation of government, government. So government, you should rise sounds R for government because there's no effects in government, but the other words, the other vowels like governor, and between governor and governor and governor, there are effects because they are dropped out in the vowels. Okay, are you understand, guys? And next, about the function of phonetical rules in a grammar. The function of phonetical rules in a grammar to provide, okay, the function of phonetical rules in a grammar to provide the phonetic information necessary for pronunciation uh, of utterance. In the language, it is often difficult to tell what the phonetic transcription of a sound will be when not is isolation. Okay, um, that's mean differentiation of sounds in a word or sentence in influenced by the sounds around it, and thus might not be the same as our medial phonemics representation. We can determine, okay, this measure from Kin said that every language, you guys, every language has a set phonological rules that are learned subconsciously by native speaker. The rules can be applied to individual sounds, but mainly they apply to groups of sounds called natural classes. So to create to create to create to create phonetical rules, it depends on the classes of how the native speaker brings to the class around environment around. Yeah, a native. Okay, we see the measures again. A non-native speakers may not be aware of these rules, and this may have difficulty with certain utterances. By being aware of these rules, a non-native speaker may become more native-like in his or her speech. So, like, have experience, yeah, like have experience. Next, about technical notation. Technical notation is a for expression, is a technique for expressing very large and very small number in a easy to understand and interpret form. That is technical notation. A few example here, okay, like remember 10 to the 0 is always going to be equal to 1. Yeah, then we have power of 10 to the first equals 10 equals 10. 10 to the n to n count hundreds equals hundreds. 10 to the third equals a thousand thousands. I guess. going in a negative direction. If we have going in negative direction, if we have 10 technical notation. Wait, okay, going in a negative direction. If we have 100 minus 1, remember that 1 per 10 equals to 1 10 1 10 tens tens minus 2 is 100, it's 100, and 10 minus 3, 10 minus 3 will be 100, the equals of 1 per 100 equivalent 10. Okay, that's the technical notation. Yeah. Okay, I think this is enough for me about this simulation about the function of phonetical rules. This simulation is similar, the similar to be less similar. Yeah, similar sound. Sorry. The consonants, similar consonants or vowels in a word become less similar, and the function of phonetical rules in grammar is depends how the native speaker brings in the environment in the class, depend on it. uh, different about non different about non a native speaker. Commonly, non-native speaker more experience, um, more yeah, uh, more native, like in here, become more native. Yeah, more native. I mean, so and about technical notation, there's numbers very small, read to the small numbers. Yeah, uh, and going in the negative direction. I think this is enough for today. Um, thanks for all of the material, and thanks for your mentions attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.